MrRagerEngager is Greg and Ankit here. Today we're going to talk about a funny experience we had at this party we went to while we lived on campus. So, Ankit, I'll have you start us off on the story.
Yeah, so I think there was this one chick who lived above us on the third floor. We kind of knew her, on a pretty much you can say first name basis, and she
You
knew
talking about Lizzie?
some
You talking
friend.
about Lizzie?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. I was like, who is this chick?
Yeah, so she knew some Asian chick or Asian dude who had this birthday party going on,
Oh,
and
that's what it was? It was
yeah,
she knew the dude. Really?
yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
she knew the dude, and the dude, like, wasn't even there, though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I only saw him, like, twice.
Yeah, yeah, because it's like, like we weren't even involved with their friendship, and she's like, "Yeah, you can come. Let's all go."
Why did we even go to that thing, dude?
I have no clue. So yeah, we took Taylor's car. He had it's a two-door coupe, and there was like what, one, two, three, four,
I don't remember. It's
six,
probably
like 7, 8 of us in that car.
probably.
But I do remember. I thought I remember he was there.
I think John was there.
Then who was in the back? Who was in the trunk?
Someone was in the Craigo was in the trunk.
Oh.
They threw Craigo up in the trunk. Remember when we were stopping and he was screaming, but he was joking. But yeah,
Yeah. You're right. Yeah. You're right.
Craig in the trunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it was Ibrahim, and then John in the back, and then what's her name? Katrina was just laying on their lap.
Because the other people came in some other car. I remember Lizzie's friend, Lizzie and Lizzie. Remember Lizzie and Lizzie?
Yeah, Lizzie. Yeah.
They went together. Yeah, weird ass lesbian chick. They went together. You know, the funny thing is, I never saw her before that day, but then after that day, I saw her multiple occurrences. You know what I mean? Like, it was weird. Like,
I mean, I remember a lot of the details, like especially when I was in the house, because I think like obviously you went out to smoke, so I was still in there chilling.
Yeah. Well, we were in there. From what I remember, we were in there for a good period. We just left.
You were there like when we first got there. You were probably inside for a couple of minutes initially, and then you went out and then went
with
back
John.
in after you're done.
Me, John, and Lizzie, of course.
Yeah.
And the other Lizzie.
Yeah.
So the two Lizzie squares, the two Lizzies, me, John, and then Taylor, right? Pretty sure it was us.
Yeah, I remember like that's like whenever I saw her inside, she had, I think it was like a cigarette or something, and she had it rolled up and she was lighting it up, so it stays all compact. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, she put honey in it for some reason. I was like, why would you do that? You gonna put that sugar in your lungs? You don't want that. I don't know why she was doing that. I guess because she said it would burn evenly and burn slower, but it's like, come on. Quit being cheap.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. And then what happened?
And those two dudes, they wanted to just dance with them so many times.
Yeah.
They're getting all freaked out.
Yeah, they were, and the girl, I don't know why they were tripping. I mean, come on, you're at the dude's birthday party. At least you can do is dance with his friends, you know what I mean? Like, come on.
Yeah. They look so small, too. They're like, what, freshmen in high school?
They were pretty young.
Yeah.
They were baby. I don't know why. I don't know who. And you know what's funny? Do you remember the dad was DJing? Do you remember that? Do you?
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
That was weird.
That's kind of weird.
That was very weird. The dad was on the DJ. The old ass dad was DJing. I was like, and the mom was there too.
Yeah, and the mom was there too. How weird is that?
I don't. That's why I felt weird too, because I felt like it was a family kind of gathering, and we were just crashing the family. You know what I mean? The dude didn't even acknowledge us. He was just like, "Happy birthday, dude." He was like, "Thanks, man." You know what I mean?
And then the weirdest part is like, on the table, like the kitchen table, they had, or the counter, they had like all this food like prepared like for people, and it's like nobody ate anything.
Nobody wanted that
except for John Craig. Like, he was going crazy after those wings.
He's high. That's why.
I'm like, dude, there's like, it's, who knows? It's just been sitting there. I don't know why you want to eat that shit.
Food poisoning, not worth it. Yeah, that was just the stupidest. It was dumb.
And then I remember, like, right before we were about to leave, there like this like whole group of other people came in with more like alcohol. I
Yeah,
remember.
yeah, and then they try to fight. They try to fight. They're gonna. Why though? I don't get why
Oh
they.
yeah, I
What
remember.
did we do that pissed them off? We were just being as chill as possible, and they're trying to fight us. Like we didn't even do anything. It was so ignorant.
I think it was the whole thing that we didn't let like Katrina like go with that guy like that dude's friend,
She
and I
wasn't
don't know.
even. It's not okay. First of all, okay, between you and me and everybody out there on the internet, she was not even that hot. Okay,
Yeah,
let's be real. Let's just put our real hat on today. And
yeah,
she was
I
not
could
hot.
understand.
I mean, she was not hot. So I mean, I don't know what he was thinking. I
Maybe it
don't know.
was just that dress she was wearing, and it was just like dark, so he didn't know what the hell he was looking at.
I bet you if we had let her, let him take her, and then he
Yeah,
goes turns the lights on, he would have been like,
yeah.
God damn. he would
I, I,
he
I
would have been
just
like,
can't
take
get it up.
he'd have been like, take her. I don't even want her anymore. I'm sorry. I apologize. Because I don't even know why. I know why she was tripping too. I mean, come on, I mean, I can understand, I guess, because it's kind of weird. But I mean, at least use your words and be an adult about it and say, look, I don't want to. I'm not gonna go around you. You're creepy, and I'm just gonna have a good time and go home. Don't be all childish about it. You know what I mean? Like she was acting like a little kid. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Not to be a complete jerk, but I mean, like, I felt she was being like acting like a little kid, and I felt like it was unnecessary. I felt like we could have
Yeah,
just,
she could have laid down the law
yeah,
on
laid down the law and say, look,
help.
dude, don't touch me. All right, you're cool and all. We can dance for a little bit, but that's where it's gonna end. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I don't know. I thought it was unnecessary. I thought it could have been avoided, but nonetheless, it was a good experience. I think it was. And then and there when we were leaving, Ibrahim and the dude were gonna like wrestle. Remember?
yeah. I remember. Oh yeah, yeah. And then like Ibrahim was the one who came through. He's like, yeah, she's with me. She's my girl. And
Yeah,
then the
yeah,
guy's like,
yeah,
oh, he's your girl.
yeah. That was right. He did say that. I did. I was not.
Uh,
He is a good man for that.
if he was gonna say okay then kiss her, I'd be like, oh shit.
Didn't he say that or no?
No, 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 no.
Oh,
I was actually thinking that in my head at the time, like right when he said that. I'm like, oh, is he gonna say that?
yeah.
That would have been really really awkward.
He would have been trying too hard. Come on, just for a girl. I mean, move on, move on. And then he tried to pursue us afterwards, and then
Yeah,
Rochelle was like, "Oh, he's in the building. He's waiting
yeah,
outside for you." It's like, come on, like really, really. No,
yeah,
what's he doing on a school night anyway? I think it was probably not, it probably wasn't a school night, but he should have been studying somewhere.
yeah. Yeah, and then I remember like after this whole thing settled down, like every time there was like a party at UOP, they would be there, and then like both of them would freak out, being like, "Oh,
Oh yeah,
these guys
that's
are in the
right.
building."
They were all
They're
scared.
getting freaked out.
Yeah, they're getting all scared, running away. Come on. Those two girls piss me off. I'm gonna be real with you, Ankit.
Yeah. I mean, they had their moments. And I remember this too, like during the block party, they were actually at the party, and I remember I was like dancing. I think I was like really close to you guys when you guys were dancing, and I remember seeing them, and then they looked at you guys saying, or I guess, oh, that's that chick from the party. So obviously it was kind of funny to see that.
Oh, they were saying
I don't,
that.
yeah, no, I mean, like obviously the music was playing, but I can tell obviously that's what they're talking about because it's the
What?
same
How
two
the hell did
guys.
they? What? How did they get into the party? Like, how did they get onto these on-campus events? They are just like, come on.
Probably through Raquel. Raquel was the
Yeah,
one.
she was trouble. Whatever happened to her? Did she graduate yet, or
I have no clue.
yeah, she probably has like a
I remember
plethora of
actually at the
STDs.
birthday party.